sis, you don't got time to be sad. Stop comparing yourself. If you are struggling in any college course, get tutoring. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kisona and I am a third-year neuroscience major at Georgia Tech, and I am now on holiday break, as you can see from the decor. So today I'm going to be filming a video about how I became happy in college, kind of about the steps I took to redeem myself from my freshman year sadness. You know, I feel like social media hypes up college to be like this amazing thing, which it is. College is amazing. They hype it up like, you know, you're gonna be living your best life. But sis, freshman year was not my best life, and so I just wanted to make a video about kind of like mistakes I made, the things I did that kind of feel like contributed to like my overall like freshman downfall. Like I really do feel like I hit a peak my senior year of high school and I was ready, and then college just went psh. But it's all right, we're back at that peak, I think, and I just want to make sure you guys don't make the same mistakes that I did. So I feel like this is just fitting because it's now the winter break. I have a little bit more time on my hands. This semester, honestly, this past semester has been one of my favorite semesters. So I really just feel that I have really got it down now, and I want to share my tips and tricks with you guys. Just before I start this video, I know it's like winter break time, so you know, like your grades have come out, your parents may be on your case, your grades may not be the way even you just want it. Just know that first off, like I've been there. And just know, like, one, your grades, like, do not define you at all. You are a person. You are a beautiful person. Don't forget that. Two, it will get better, girl. Just reevaluate. Reevaluate what you need to do. Like, don't settle. Just reevaluate, okay? Three, okay, also, like, this is more for me. Like, at least I have African parents, so, you know, my grades weren't the best. You know, they're really at my case. On my case, but just know that like your parents didn't take your classes, and if you put in the best effort you could, the best effort that you could, not the best effort that everyone else could, the best effort that you could, then, you know, be proud of yourself. And then 3 or 4 actually, you will succeed. Do not worry about it. You got this. So yeah, I just want to set that little message because honestly, there were some times, some Christmas breaks that I needed that message and no one told me it. So that message is for you if you need it. Okay, jumping into the tips, guys. Okay, so my number 1 tip is to find true friends. Okay guys, look, in plain and simple, college is difficult. Like you're probably taking some difficult classes that aren't the easiest, you know what I'm saying? And so like if you're taking these hard classes, you're in all these clubs, etc., and then you like after a busy day you just want to chill with your friends, and then you like, well, I don't know if I have real friends. Like I'm so sorry, I'm also very sick. So like for me personally, like you don't want people. Okay, my first tip for like how I became happy in college is, 1, I found true friends. I know this, like that sounds like, you know, I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, drop the haters, drop all that kind of stuff. Like no, finding good people who make you feel appreciated, who make you feel loved, who make you smile when you think about them. You know, my freshman year, there were some friendships that I probably shouldn't have been in. You know, it's so easy to cling on to the people that you already knew coming in. And then, you know, this from my perspective, after you fail a test, you know, sometimes you just want a break, a relief. And then like when your relief is your fake friends who don't even like you, like that's not relief. I'm like not even trying, like I'm thinking back to me freshman year. I'm just remembering that 50 I got on one of my midterms. After I failed that thing, I really wanted a good friend. You know what? But guess what? I didn't have good friends. So really just really prioritize having true good friends. The people you come into college with do not need to be the same friends that you stick through your whole time in college. If you're seeing that people are giving you bad energy, they're treating you poorly, they're not treating you the way you should be treated, I mean, then drop the friendship. Like I'm not saying drop the friendship, but like reevaluate it. I don't like to do things like unplanned, but think about how they're treating you and how you want to be treated. At the same time, also evaluate yourself, because I think that we have this thing that we're like, you know, people are toxic. I feel like people keep saying like, oh yeah, that person, you're drop toxic people, but sometimes you are the toxic person, and I really had to look at myself and like, maybe I'm the toxic person, you know, when I stopped being friends with some people. And then like a little bit later on, like honestly now people are coming back to me like, oh, you know what, you just saw something that we hadn't seen before, and now we're seeing what you saw. So really, if you're in friendships that like you don't know if they're talking about you behind your back, they're not nice to you, they're mean to you, sis, like college is just there's too much going on, and there's too many people in college for you to be around fake bad people, like period. I think that has been honestly a weight off my shoulders, because my freshman year I was so consumed, like one, with getting good grades, but then two, I didn't know if my friends liked me. Like that sounds so sad, like you call them your friends, but I didn't know if my friends liked me. So yeah, I can say that I kind of just like distanced myself from that my freshman year. Definitely second semester, I've just kind of distanced myself from people that weren't treating me well, and sis, my skin cleared up. Like that's how much stress was lifted off my shoulders. My skin cleared up, everything. I was chilling. Like, so really, you just don't want people who make you question your worth, period. So please find true friends, and I think that the quality matters more than the quantity. Yes, like I honestly I probably have like this many, less than this many true friends on my hand, but I don't question where I stand in their life, and I think that itself is worth more than having 5 friends. Girl, I really don't have friends, but it's alright, because I have good friends. 2, whoo child, whoo. This kind of happened more second year, but I got off the freshman meal plan. Y'all, okay, there's like, people say that freshmen are like starving, like they're starting, you're gonna be eating ramen noodles when you're in college. Maybe your second, third, and fourth year, maybe, yeah. But your freshman year, a lot of schools lock you into this meal plan that basically you can eat all you want. Like that's where the freshman 15 comes in, because they're feeding you with so much food that's like not the best for you. So I think one part to my like how I became happy in college is that I got off the freshman meal plan. I wasn't eating pizza, I wasn't eating junk food, I was eating food that I had to cook myself. And so I wasn't eating this junk that like, one, made me not feel good like inside, 2, it wasn't making me look good because my jeans weren't fitting the best. Just getting off the college meal plan helped me so much, because it made me eat healthier, it made me just feel better by like looking better, ideally in my eyes. I just feel like college sets you up for failure when they put you on this like meal plan that's crazy expensive, and then also they don't supply you with a lot of times the food at the dining halls aren't the best. Like I know, like I'm not trying to say that they don't have healthy food, like there is healthy food at dining halls, but I don't want to eat a salad every day if I want to get something healthy, you know? So yeah, getting off the freshman meal plan just let me lose a little weight. I was just feeling so much better about myself, because when you're eating junk, you're gonna feel like, when you're eating like junk and crap, you're gonna feel like crap. Like, I believe it, sis. So like just getting off the freshman meal plan, eating healthier in general, just helped my whole, you know, getting better in life. Okay. My next tip is, girl, I started to work out, you know, freshman year, when you're in high school, not necessarily for me because I was lazy, so I never did sports, but a lot of times I think people are doing sports in high school. I'm like not average, so like I never did sports because I couldn't. Running, not for me. But so I started working out, and honestly, that was just a nice little stress relief. Like, when you have such like a busy day at school or something, just sweating a little bit will just release those endorphins that'll give you that high. I remember one time I had a chem test like on a Thursday. It was Tuesday. I went to office hours. I was even more confused than when I walked in. Girl, I went for a run. Like, it was just like the stress melted off of me. I mean, I still probably didn't do the best on the exam, but I was less stressed. Oh my goodness. 4. This is a good one. I cleaned up my social media, and by cleaning up your social media, I mean, like, you know those people from your hometown that just be posting nonsense, things that are just like nasty, make no sense. You just tell you can just tell they have a lot of time on their hands. Maybe they're not working, they're not going to school. You don't know what they're doing, honestly. I just really cleaned up my social media. I stopped following people that would post like negative things. I stopped following people that would just post like things that were irrelevant and weren't going to get me forward in life. And honestly, I was like, I'm mature. I also stopped following people, like, not necessarily stopped following, but I started following people that looked more like me, if that makes any sense. Just because, you know, you want to like, you can get so, I think this more comes to like body like stuff, like body size and stuff. When you follow people that look nothing like you, you may feel like your body is like not correct, not like it's just something wrong with your body. So I started following like more like curvy fitness, black girls with curly hair. And I don't know, I just think that representation just on your social media feed matters like so much. So like if you find like an influencer that kind of looks, not necessarily looks like you, like looks, but you know what I mean, you can tell there's some intricacies in their life that overlap with yours. I find it really cool when I see like a natural hair girl who loves working out too. So that's what I'm saying. I followed more people that could inspire me, that I could look up to as role models, and then I kind of decreased the following of like just the like, you know, the next door person who was, I don't know, doing who knows what. So yeah, just cleaning up your social media. And also goes with the fake friends. I mean, I personally, like, I don't really have issues with anyone. I'm fine with everyone in my life. So even with the people that I consider like fake friends, I didn't really unfollow them on social media because honestly I was just like, I was kind of done with the whole situation. So also, if you're having issues with people like in your life and you know you don't like them, unfollow them too. Might as well clean it all up. Number 5, girl, I had some fun. Well, I didn't have fun my freshman year, and that was my mistake. My freshman year, I was so absorbed with getting good grades, and if you could tell from anything I've said prior, my grades sucked. Well, chemistry did at least. I was so bad at chemistry, and I would just spend hours studying in my room alone, looking at the same lecture for like 3 hours, not understanding anything. And I just, like, my weekends, I would just be studying. If I had a chem test on a weekday, like, if I had a chem test on a weekday, I would, if I had a chem test, like, on the next Thursday, that Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, like, I wouldn't go out. I would dedicate my time studying. And I still, like, girl, I got a 50, 70. I was failing my chem test. So I wasn't doing good. I kind of isolated myself because, you know, I didn't really have good friends, so I was just like watch TV. That was my treat, watching TV on a Friday night. That was like my treat to me. And you know, when you're alone, you can really just get lost in your thoughts. A lot of negative thoughts can just come in your mind. You'll feel lonely because you'll see people on social media doing fun things, and you sitting in your rooms trying to learn how to calculate the Arrhenius equation or whatever. So really, I think something that has helped me kind of come out of my freshman year rut is making time to have fun. I don't care if I have an exam like the next week. One night, Friday or Saturday, I'm gonna do something fun. And my fun, fun can be staying at home and just having like a movie night with yourself, but I try to really just get off my school's campus and go do something fun. Fun as in like going to like Ponce City Market with my friends, going out to dinner with my friends, going to see a movie with my friends, doing something that is like you can get a little bit dressed up for. Things are falling, sorry. That you can get a little bit dressed up for, just to feel good and just get your mind off of school. And I really recommend like leaving campus, especially if you go to school in a big city, doing something that just like, that's fun. Like if you do not have fun in college, like I really do feel like regret of like the time I wasted my freshman year studying, because sis, that studying was not put to work at all. I didn't know what I was studying. So definitely like having fun has been like, it just reduces your stress levels. It like, just because, you know, in 4 years, like right now, like from what I can remember, I've been in college for I guess 2.5 years now. I'm remembering all the fun things I did, going to concerts with my friends, going out to dinner with my friends. I'm scarred from freshman chemistry, which is why I remember it so well, but I'm not necessarily remembering that stuff when I think back to my 4 years, my my 2.5 years in college so far. Okay, next, I feel like this 6 kind of goes with 5. I slacked off, which is, I guess a good example of this is I had it slacking off. Like, I'm a person who, like, even though I kind of just said like I'll have fun, like if I have a test, like I really do focus on that. And one day, like, I was just spontaneous with one of my friends. I was like, do you want to go to the Bastille concert? And I bought my tickets. I bought it during the summertime. So when I got my syllabi for the, what is it now? The fall semester, the Bastille concert was the day before my exam. I was about to, like, sell these tickets. I was like, no, I'll just study beforehand. And guess what? I studied really hard. I studied super hard because I was like, I need to study. So I started studying like 2 weeks in advance because I'm that type of person. I always have to study earlier. And it was my highest test. I think I got a 96 on my neuroanatomy test. So just saying, like, sometimes, like, just slack off a bit. You know, don't slack off too much. You know, I have been preparing, but you know what I'm saying? Slack off a bit. Don't be so structured. I'm the type of person who's like super structured. Take a little bit of time for yourself and slack off. I feel like that goes with the last one. Oh my goodness. Okay, 7, major key. If you are struggling in any college course, get tutoring. A lot of schools, especially like undergrad, like with large undergraduate populations, they offer free tutoring, especially for like your freshman and like second year classes. They will offer free tutoring. My dumb butt, my first semester freshman year, was failing these exams, just doing terrible, and all I could think was to go to the professor, which my professor was great, but you know, it just wasn't connecting. I was doing so bad. On my mind, I connected more time but doing better, which was wrong, because you can put 20 hours into something, but if you don't understand the material, that was just a waste of 20 hours. Instead, this following semester, after I didn't fail freshman chemistry, but I just did really bad in my mind. The following semester, the first thing I did, I think it was the first week of school, I signed up for tutoring. I signed up for tutoring for the second chemistry that I was taking, and I will go every single week on Friday, just reviewing my notes for that week with my tutor. Even if I didn't have a test, even if I had nothing the next week, I would just go to the tutor, I'd give her my packet, and she would just go through with the practice problems that we did in class, and we just go through and work through it. And it was helpful because, you know, like, you can be like, oh yeah, like, I know this stuff, it's easy. Then next thing you know, she gives you a question, and, you know, it's like, oh, you should know this stuff, you learned it, and you don't know it. Obviously, like, you don't know the stuff. So just get tutoring, especially if your school is offering free tutoring. Why not use it? It's being offered, and I recommend going to tutoring every single week, even if you don't have an exam. Just because going, I feel like, the week of an exam isn't as helpful as going all weeks. A major tip that I liked was just going every single Friday, because no one wants to get tutoring on Friday. So going on Friday, my tutor was always available, and it just kind of forced me to do something on a Friday, even though I didn't want to do work. My 8 tip, yes, 8. Stop comparing yourself. It is so easy in college to compare yourself. One, because like, well, this is helpful actually, but like, you can kind of see, like, you know, when you get a test grade back or a grade back, you see all the distributions, and then also you have your friends who may be taking the same classes as you, you may see their grades. So like, just don't compare yourself to people around you. You know, like, you're not taking the same classes as everyone around you. Even if you're in one class together, you're not taking all the same classes they are. They're not you. And it's so easy. Oh, my freshman year, I feel like I was so consumed with like what other people did, but like, you're just wasting your time and your energy, because it doesn't matter how other people did if you're doing your best. Like, it doesn't matter if the class average was a B and you got a C on the first test or something like that. You know, reevaluate what you did, learn from others, but don't compare yourself, because I feel like when you start comparing yourself, at that point, like, it just changes. I don't know, like, I really just don't care what people do anymore. Like, I feel like I was so consumed with it freshman year, and I just cared so much about how other people were doing. And then, I don't know, maybe it's age now that I've aged like 2 years, but I could care less. And I tell you, it just takes so much strain off of you, because when you care what other people do, you're wasting your time, like, and it's like a unneeded competition with the stress of school. Just don't compare yourself. Girl, you're doing your best. Just keep doing your best. Just stop comparing yourself. I'm telling you, I wasted so much energy comparing myself, and it was worthless. Ooh, number 9, being spiritual. Being spiritual in that, like, thanking God for the blessings he gave me, but at the same time, like, you know, thanking him for the good, but then also praying to him when, you know, in the bad, you know, thank God in the good, but also pray to him in the bad. You know, it's just, just being spiritual in general just helped me a lot. Just to give you just some hope, you know. Sometimes you just need a higher being, a higher source. And though when, you know, when it's the end of the term, your grades aren't where you want it, and you're praying to a higher spirit, a higher person, to give your professors the graciousness in their heart to round you up. But anyways, on all seriousness, just having a spiritual person to listen to, being just to guiding you, you know, just being more spiritual definitely helped my happiness in college. Okay, number 11 is get busy, girl. I think freshman year definitely like focus on finding true friends, getting good grades, but after, definitely get busy, get in some clubs, get a job, like just do things like that. Because I'm telling, like I said this before, but when you have a ton of time on your hands, it's so easy to get lost in negative thoughts, just thinking about things you don't even be thinking about. Like, girl, get busy. I think one reason that I am happier now is that I'm so busy I don't even have time to be sad. Like, when you have like 5 clubs, 2 jobs, and then like you're doing your classes, sis, you don't got time to be sad. If you're sad, if you're getting sad, you have too much time on your hands. Like I'm not joking. Like, I think I'm in so many clubs, I have so many meetings each week, which in theory I thought I was going to be so stressed out, but since I love everything I'm doing, it's not that bad, if that makes any sense. I'm just so busy all the time with life, and I love it. So it just makes me keep my mind off of things. It has allowed me to meet new good people that I want in my life. It just kept me busy and made me feel fulfilled in the things that I'm doing and make me feel like I made a difference. I definitely volunteering at hospitals, just all the other things I do, just honestly, it just makes you be grateful for what you have, and at the same time you're just making an impact, and it keeps you busy. Like, you know, while you're young, I think it's good to be busy. So I'm staying busy, and I do think that's like a huge reason, because my freshman year, like, your mind drifts when you're wasting your time doing the homework you don't understand, and it'd be like, oh man, I'm so stupid. Oh man. So yes, staying busy is just something I recommend. It'll just help you out. Okay, my last thing is to help you out is mentoring, or when you get in a better place. Okay, sorry if you hear this, I have a cough drop. The reason I sound like terrible this whole video is because I have like a cold and a cough. I don't know what I have right now, but I'm just really sick. So yeah. Okay, my last thing that I'll say is mentoring. Mentoring others so they don't necessarily make the same mistakes you did, but it also kind of, I like this aspect of mentoring because it makes you think back about all the things that you've done, all the things you've participated in, all the classes you have taken, and like sometimes you can only, like, when you think back to some certain things, you'll kind of only remember the bad, but when you're having like a person who's like similar to you but just younger, who's taking the same classes as you, it kind of makes you think back to the good, because obviously you don't want to tell someone something bad. Like, I'm not gonna go tell people about the sad parts like of chemistry, like that I didn't like. I'm telling you about the good things that I learned from like going to one-to-one tutoring, to like how great the second chemistry is and how great the orgos are. Just, I think mentoring has let me look back on my time here in college and how much I've grown, and honestly it's just giving back, because you know, all the downfalls like that you make, all the stumbles you make, you don't want people to also make the same stumbles as you. Especially at my college, where we have a fairly small minority population, so obviously like I don't want any other like young black girl or guy to make the same mistakes I made. I don't want anyone to make the same mistakes I made. but in general, like that's kind of my focus, like my focus target group. So I think just mentoring lets you look back to the things you did in college, and I really think I've just gotten so much joy out of mentoring. And even if you don't, and like, don't think of mentoring as this big thing. It can literally just being like, if you meet someone younger in one of your classes, and one of your other classes, and you're like, oh hey, like I took this whatever freshman class that you're also in right now, I'll help you out with it. I don't know. I think that mentoring lets you look at the good that you've done in college and not necessarily the bad, and just like helping out students, giving them like my notes and such, like I don't know, it's just given me so much pleasure out of it. And I just really think that mentoring has been something that has helped me on my journey to be happy. And I think that's about it. I don't really have much else to say. That was 11 things. And yeah, this is just how I became happy in college, you know? This is the video on how it happens. Not much else, you know? I definitely am not saying that I'm like perfect at all. There's still room for me to grow, become a better person. But me now, just thinking 2.5 years ago, freshman year Kizona, well now, I mean actually 2 years ago, because I want to be in the same place. I remember crying on this floor right here when I opened up my grades and saw my chem grade. I remember just not being in a good place, not having secure friendships, being kind of chunky, just not feeling good about myself, and then just looking back till now. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was entertaining. It's just me mumbling to a camera. Maybe I'll look back on it one day. But yeah, this is how I became happy in college. I hope you guys can learn from some of these tips, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Down below I'm going to be linking my Instagram, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.